Catholics around the world are in mourning following the death of Pope Francis just hours after celebrating Easter. He was 88 years old. Fox's Rebekah Castor is in Washington with more on his final moments and the legacy he leaves behind.
This is really a shock. Just hours ago, Pope Francis was out greeting the faithful at St. Peter's Square at the Vatican, many calling it an Easter miracle for him to be out in public after spending 38 days at the hospital. Now he's home with his Heavenly Father. Pope Francis greeted with cheers Sunday as he made his way through St. Peter's Square, waving to the crowd from the Pope-mobile. It was his first public appearance since leaving the hospital in March, following a bout with double pneumonia. From the balcony of the Basilica, the Pope gave an Easter blessing, while an aide read his prepared address. It focused on peace and called for an end to conflicts, particularly in Gaza and Ukraine.
He wanted to come back home. He wanted to be with the people, and God granted him that special blessing.
Earlier that morning, the Pope had a brief meeting with Vice President JD Vance, who converted to Catholicism in 2019. Vance told the pontiff that he prays for him daily, and Francis gifted him chocolate Easter eggs for his children.
We're praying for the millions of Christians around the world who loved the Pope and admired him this morning.
Francis will be remembered for his humility. In one of his first acts as Pope, he turned down the palatial papal quarters in favor of a more modest residence at the Vatican. He was also considered progressive after decades of conservative leadership. He worked to make the church more welcoming and inclusive, and took a compassionate approach towards the LGBTQ community, famously saying, "Who am I to judge?" when asked about the sexual orientation of priests.
In his simplicity, in his humility, in his easygoingness, these were gifts that he stewarded so well.
As an example of his humility, Pope Francis simplified the funeral protocols for popes before his death. It's likely he'll be laid to rest within the week. At Catholic University in Washington, Rebekah Castor, Fox News.